What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. We got to go over Shiba Inu. We just now had this nice pump inside Shiba Inu, which was pretty much predicted yesterday. We talked about this. We talked about how Shiba Inu had to hit that support to build up this momentum, and that's exactly what we did. We bounced off the support. Now we're building this momentum back up with Shiba Inu. So this is exactly what we need to see. But anyways, hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you all want me to go over next. And also, if you want to help support the channel, definitely go ahead and send a Cash App or PayPal through the donation link in the description. And also, if you want these automated trading indicators, it would have showed you exactly when Shiba Inu was taken off. Definitely check out the Vital Algo link in the description and use the discount code Marsellis for 25% off. Now, let's go right over Shiba Inu. The first thing I want to mention here, the 24-hour market control is in control by the bulls by 60%. That's pretty significant there. Now, this, like the Vital Algo oscillator here, is pretty much showing, like way back here, even when we were a little bit bearish, it was showing that we're about to go on bearish movement or bullish movement. So even though there was selling here on the oscillator, you can see selling volume, it still shows that the volume was becoming lower and lower of the selling, and then the buying started becoming higher and higher. So way back here, even as we were going on a downtrend, it was pretty much predicted that we would end up coming on an uptrend here. That's pretty much how I knew we were going to have another takeoff very soon. And that's what happened. This overbought area here on the oscillator, it was such a small area that was going up, but it's still a little bit overbought because we weren't set to take off yet. We weren't set for another rise. So as we started to have more strong downtrends, it still showed that we are about to become bullish because, as you can see, the volumes just started changing, and then boom, it changed for the better, and it started to have this huge buying action, all this huge buying just coming in with Shiba Inu. So as you can see here, we were a little bit overbought here, so now we're retesting this area here. But like I said, these green areas pretty much are supply and demand showing lots of demand, and then the red areas is our other demand showing less demand. So right now with Shiba Inu, we're stuck between these two areas, but it definitely seems like some kind of mini consolidation is going to be taking place here, where we're going to bounce off these two levels until we hit an endpoint where we just end up deciding whether or not it's going to be another rise or drop. And pretty much what decides that is whether or not the bulls continue to buy in, whether or not retailer buyers continue to just put money in and the whales continue to put money in, or whether or not people continue to sell. Now, one thing that could stop us from rising is the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that's being spread around a lot. Like, there's a lot of articles like this. The biggest reason to avoid Shiba Inu like the plague. So there's a lot of people talking about stuff like this. You know, this came from the Motley Fool. But that's just to say that a lot of people are talking about Shiba Inu and not how Shiba Inu is a meme coin. Shiba Inu can't prevail. But then you got the good stuff that's talking about Shiba Inu and what we can see inside of the future, the actual technical analysis, not just what they think about it, not just opinions, actual technical indicators, So Shiba Inu price analysis, SHIB at a current critical point following the 5% daily loss. So as you can see, Shiba Inu price nearly touched the support yesterday during the broad market pullback and has since returned just under the descending triangle's resistance. So the key support is 44 to the 32 area, and we didn't even get all the way down there. We only stopped at 47. So yeah, we stopped at 4,700, and this shows heavy demand for Shiba Inu at 4,700. So it's going to be very hard for us to get to 4,400. And even if we went down to the 44 area, which is 0,000,044. So if you hear me say stuff like that, like just saying 4,400 or 3,200, I really mean 0,000,044 or 32. So we have heavy demand over here for the 44 area too, and it doesn't really show anything for the 32 area, 33 area, because that's so low. It's not even on our radar right now. We're not really looking at it that low. And I don't believe Shiba Inu is going to go that low right now. Like we just have so much buying pressure going into Shiba Inu, and I just don't believe that it's going to be possible right now. So anyways, the key resistance is the 55 area and the 63 area. So right now we're at the 55.69. So that's our key resistance, and right now we're at the high point of that resistance. So far, we just need to get past the supply and demand area, bringing us back up to the 60 area. That would make us feel very nice in Shiba Inu, 0,000,006. That would be very nice to see. Now, SHIB's correction has continued this week as indicated in the last analysis and is now close to a key decision. If the price can break above the descending triangle in blue, this can lead to a rally. If it fails to do so, then it will lead to the 44 area and can break and lead SHIB lower to the next level. Until then, SHIB is stuck in the descending triangle with less and less room for the price to move. So this is pretty much where we're at right now, and we're at this 55 area right now. So we kind of like broke out of the ascending triangle just a little bit, but I'm gonna try to zoom in here. Let's open it up inside of a new tab, and then through this new tab we should be able to zoom in. So let's close that out and then do some zooming in here. Zoom in. All right, so over here you can see the 55 area. That's pretty much where we're at now. So we kind of broke out of the descending triangle, and we actually may have potential to continue to break out of it, to continue to go up to the 60 area, because we're already out of the ascending triangle. Hopefully we don't fall back in it, but right now what Shiba Inu is doing is pretty much consolidation. So anything can happen inside of a consolidation period. So let's go on to the next thing. So Shiba Inu will make an explosive move right back. So this is pretty much what crypto analysts are saying. Crypto analysts break down the technical chart of Shiba Inu. He predicts that SHIB will likely have an explosive snapback. At press time, Shiba Inu is still in a bear position. And at press time, this was actually released 4 hours ago. So this was released before we had this big jump here in Shiba Inu. Pretty much shows us that we are going to have another pullback, because they did say that we're about to have another breakout, and that was the breakout pretty much that they were talking about. So that kind of indicates that there might be another pullback a little bit down to this supply and demand area. So we could drop back down to the 54 area and possibly the 52 area before another rise. So hopefully we can actually build that momentum up to continue to rise. But let's go over this. While the Shiba Inu army awaits a surge in the price of the SHIB at the moment, as the meme coin is currently experiencing a bear, many analysts are giving their opinions on the status of SHIB and a possible bear or a possible bull to or concurrent bear. So anyways, over here you can see, according to the FX Street, things will more than likely return into a nice expansion phase if there is a daily close around the 60 area. That's 0.00006. So that's what I've been talking about all the time. Like, we have to pass that area because that is huge resistance for us. And once we pass it, we'll be doing very good. Now, over here, you can see additionally on the point figure chart, when shifted from the point of 0.025 to the 0.5, it does have a very ugly looking bearish catapult, they're saying, set up. But if that were to trigger, it would have to come all the way down to the 40 area. And like I said, the 4.4 area, that's our major support. So that's pretty much what all the analysts are seeing here. However, if it moves up to 80, which is 0.00008 on this point figure chart, the projection zone is quite high up at the 0.00016 area. So if we can have another jump all the way up to the 8 area, then we can finally knock out one of these zeros with Shiba Inu. So further, he asserted that Shiba Inu will make an explosive move right back up at press time. SHIB's price is down. Pretty much, they seen it when it was down at 51.23. Now, they said that it was going to become an explosive move, which we had all the way up to 55. So anyways, we could get up to the 60 area, but right now this red supply and demand shows less demand inside Shiba Inu. We just need to kind of break past that, and it does show that we were a little bit overbought. So we're probably going to get followed by some selling here, because that's usually what happens whenever we're overbought. You can see it back here, followed by some selling pressure on the oscillator, way back here, followed by the selling pressure on the oscillator. Same over here, it was overbought, and then right after that, it was oversold. Same over here, we always have selling after an overbought area. So you're going to see a little bit of selling off with Shiba Inu. Then you're going to see probably a little bit of a rise in price. But that's probably what we're going to see in the near future here. But anyways, SHIB up 9.2% in the last 24 hours, knocked out all of our losses in the last 7 days. Now we're only down 0.7% in the last 7 days. So Shiba Inu is starting to come back. Hopefully it can break out, and hopefully we can do some really big numbers here. So looking at the holders for Shiba Inu also, that's also up. So yesterday, we only had 940,338 people in Shiba Inu. Today, we have 942,764. So we're inching closer and closer to a million holders. Now, whenever you hit the refresh button here with Shiba Inu, 942,904. So people are always investing in the Shiba Inu 24/7. We're getting people investing left and right in Shiba Inu. There's been a lot of talk about the max supply increasing here in Shiba Inu, and a lot of the Shibarmy, or not the Shibarmy, but the Shiba Inu developers are saying that there has been no SHIB coins added. It's just a glitch. That's pretty much what they're saying. But I don't know. Like, it's showing that there's more SHIB coins on CoinMarketCap. It's showing that there's more coins on CoinGecko, and they're showing that there's more coins on Etherscan. If this actually comes out that they actually added more coins and they're lying and saying that they haven't, then that's going to destroy credibility for Shiba Inu. So I just want to mention that, because this is very significant. No matter how less significant people think that this is very significant. This is something that no one really wants right now. So over here you can see Shiba Inu price, our coins right here, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, and then our million, billion, trillion, and quadrillion. So over here you can see circulating supply at 549 trillion. Now Shiba Inu used to be at 397 trillion, if I'm not mistaken. 397 trillion, but now somehow there's a full quadrillion. I don't know. Was Shiba Inu initially at 1 quadrillion or 397 trillion? So that's what we're all asking here, because right now over here it says 410 trillion burned, right? I don't know. There's a lot going on in Shiba Inu, so it's kind of hard to like track everything. But yeah, I could have sworn there was only 397 trillion. Maybe that was just circulating supply, and then now I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on from this. There's a lot of rumors going on. A lot of people are trying to take down Shiba Inu, so it may just be FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They just may be spreading FUD inside the Shiba army, trying to make people doubt Shiba Inu. But anyways, Shiba can now be purchased inside New York through Coinbase. So shout out to that. And we got all this good stuff going on with Shiba. The whole Shiba Inu ecosystem is our Shiba Swap ecosystem is now listed here on the new X exchange. And yeah, we have a lot going on with Shiba Inu, but pretty much what we're talking about with all the coins being added, what I'm talking about there is down here. So they pretty much mentioned the update in regards to the recent circulation supply situation, and to fight the speculation, we are stronger and more united than ever. They said no SHIB tokens were added to the circulating supply. That's what Satoshi Kusama, I believe he is the creator of SHIB. That's what they call him. So anyways, he says there's nothing new that's been added to SHIB. No new tokens, no new coins at all have been added with SHIB at all. That's pretty much what they're saying. I don't know how true it is, but we're just gonna go ahead and roll with that. That's what they're talking about there. So shout out to them for informing the people. But anyways, a lot of people are spreading some FUD about Shiba Inu. So 3 billion SHIB to anyone that can show through Etherscan any tokens were added to the circulating supply. I mean, if he's that confident, then I guess that it's just FUD. I mean, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So I gotta kind of agree with that. Even over here, David Gakshin, he even says, look, there's nothing been added with SHIB. It's just been pretty much a glitch. But troubling issue with Shiba Inu circulating supply, is it 395 trillion or 549 trillion? That's pretty much what they're saying. So let's see what it is, because CoinGecko is saying 500 something trillion. The other coin market cap is saying 597 trillion. I mean, someone over here says, I took a screenshot of this transaction and was wondering how can something come from a black hole to SHIB. If I'm wrong, it was worth the investigation. So a lot of people are trying to do their own investigations. I don't know exactly what's happening, but over here you can see this. It came from the black hole to that Shiba Inu address. The black hole is pretty much the burn address. So how is it possible for money to come out of the burn address? Now, this will signal a huge red flag for the whole crypto market, because if this is true, then the whole crypto market is like every single developer is able to take money out of the burn address and put it into their own, and that is not good. But see, it could be anything, but the black hole, no money should be going out of the black hole. So the fact that it says from there to there, that is a big red flag. But I don't know if it's true or not, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt going all over. But anyways, question is, who has that type of access to the black hole to be able to pull it out and place it somewhere else? At Satoshi Kusama. So only the developers have that kind of pool. So that's definitely something to note and look at. I mean, I'm not saying Shiba Inu is a scam or anything. Shiba Inu is definitely not a scam, but there's fishy stuff going on that we need answers to, that we can't, like, the answer is not saying we'll give you 3 billion SHIB if you can find a flaw inside our approach. That should not be the answer. The answer should be like, all right, here is our projection here, not projection, but here is our orientation. This is what we're showing you. This is what it looks like is going wrong. This is where the glitch is at. This is what we're about to fix. And this is how much coins we truly have. And then over there with the black hole thing, this is why that shows that. And it's really just a glitch. It came out of this wallet. and then show some transactions in the contracts behind the scenes in the blockchain. They gotta be some kind of transparency. They can't just come to us and say, we'll give you 1 billion SHIB if you can find a flaw inside of our code or a flaw inside of our stuff. Like, no. Instead, you should just show people exactly where it's going wrong and what's going wrong. Not just say, if you can find out what's wrong, we'll give you 1 billion SHIB. No, you're the developers. You come to us and you show us what's wrong. And then you show us what you're going to do to fix it. So that's pretty much what I think about that. But anyway, shout out to the Shibarmy. The Shibarmy is standing strong. We're not getting pulled down by the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But this is definitely, raising up a lot of questions in Shiba Inu. So it's definitely something that I had to go over. So this is pretty much what they're talking about here. This shows the Webull shows the correct current circulation supply. CoinMarketCap do better. So CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko are pretty much wrong right here. And over here you can see it's right. So I do want to show something. When you look at the burn wallet, this is million, billion, trillion. Supposedly we're only supposed to have 397 trillion circulating supply, but the burn wallet has 410 trillion circulating supply. So it's like when you do the numbers, it's like it's 100% sure that we have more than 397 trillion circulating supply. But look, this is million, billion, trillion. We're only supposed to have 394 trillion circulating supply. So anything, I don't know. But there's just a lot of fishy stuff going on inside Shiba Inu, just with the FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I want to know what you all think about it, because the circulating supply is supposed to be 397 trillion. So the whole supply was 1 quadrillion before we started. So that was like that. But then once we started doing burns, 410, 43, 44, 40, all the good stuff. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you all want me to, what you all think about this. I'm gonna go ahead and get off this topic because I've been talking about the FUD for a while. We need to get off the FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They say that everything is good and that it's just FUD, so that's what we're gonna roll with there. But anyways, just hit the like button and subscribe because it really helps the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. This is coming from CoinMarketCap themselves, pretty much saying that there is pretty much a glitch there. Same thing with CoinGecko. There's also a glitch over there. But anyways, hit the like button, subscribe. It really helps the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. Let me know what you all want me to go over next. And also, if you want to help support the channel, definitely go ahead and send Cash App or PayPal donation through the donation link in the description. If you want these automated trading indicators, definitely check out the Vital Algo link in the description. And as always, I'll be back with another video. Peace.